Hi guys, what's up? It's Joel Pitt here, back with another video, and in this video it'll be for Love Island 2023 Series 9 episode 23. I'll leave a link down below to episode 22. Of course, it's going to be spoilers, so without further ado, let's get on with it. So something I forgot to mention in the last video, when Ron was using his plastic sword on Casey, he said, "You might have your queen for now, but she'll be back to the real king." But yeah, from this episode, Lana had to be honest with Casey about the whole Ron situation, and then she ended it by saying, "I can be a good wing woman." He left, he was annoyed, and just felt he was a mug basically, but they both told the truth. Jordan and Tanyel spoke about Ron, you know, I think the whole situation with Lana, and saying he might not be attracted to Ellie. Potentially there could be something there with Tanyel, but she's sort of a slow burner. We'll see how it goes. Tom asked how his performance was to Sammy, and she was like, yeah, it was good, and he was asking if he could kiss her outside the challenge, and they had a little kiss. Lana told Ron about Casey, you know, saying she ended it. They say they've had their, you know, tests here, they've overcome them, but there's a big one coming, Casa Amor. That's the big test, I think. And if they can overcome that, then it's serious. But they had a kiss. Will and Jessie were in the hideaway. Jessie was doing a fashion show. Will was dancing. Basically, it was open for the night. Everyone wanted them to go. Olivia and Sammy were talking about the challenge. Basically, how Sammy purposely knocked over a water jug over Olivia. But she said it was a joke. I don't know if they proper made up. Lana said she would go outside to sleep on the day beds tonight, but then Casey said he would go instead. Kai grabbed Olivia, and then Ron said, "Does this mean we can't spoon now?" But then Tanyel said, "We can always spoon, we're besties." Olivia's head was on Kai, Tanya and Shaq were spooning, and then like we saw clothes were off from Will and Jessie, and he said he was sweaty. They were all catching up in the morning. Jessie said to Tanya, well, they did bits, well, to all the other girls, but they actually did the full thing. Same with Tanya. She said she did bits, but she actually did the full thing with Shaq. And then they were saying, you know, "I'm happy with my purchase and all this. No refunds." Then there was a boys versus girls challenge. This an annual thing. Basically, it's the heart rate challenge. Basically, they wear all sorts of costumes and try to get everyone's heart rates up. Shaq was first. He was a security officer, and said, which of you girls needs a pat down? Casey was a lumberjack. Tom was a dark angel. Will was a pirate. Jordan was an American footballer, and he said, "We just touched down in Love Island." Kai was a soldier, sort of military soldier. And then he said, "Right, girls, who's ready for this sexy soldier?" Ron was a builder. Olivia, Ringo, Ellie was a cat, and I think in 2019 when Maura was on, she was a cat as well. So you sort of get the same things. People, you know, do different things, and then people sort of take on other people, you know, from other seasons. Lana was in like a present box, and then she came out. Tanya was a maid. She said, "I'm here to clean up the mess, boys." And then Shaq says, "I want to make one right now." Sammy was a devil. Tanya was a bunny. Jessie was a cowgirl. She did the splits and said, "Howdy, boys." Casey had a kiss still from Jessie. And then all of a sudden, new girl comes in, Claudia, who was in a Red Angel outfit, and let's really get them heart racing. And if you remember in 2020, which was the last winter Love Island, there was this girl called Rebecca that came in, and she came in during the dance part. She was from Newcastle, and whoever, you know, the boys, let's say if Kai was raised the most by Claudia, for example, Kai would have gone on a date with Claudia straight away, and that happened with Connor OG and Callum in 2020, but it didn't happen in this series. But literally we were just left at that. But in the next episode I'll tell you more about it. But then normally well, Casey said, normally I'm not a cat person, but I might have changed tonight. And then Jesse said he's the hottest sailor, but he was actually a pirate. So, yeah, and comments were on Insta about that. But anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.